Why secular societies are searching for meaning in ancient philosophical traditions. You're not lost because you're weak. You're lost because the world you were told would give you meaning never actually could. We were promised something, that if we followed the rules, studied hard, built careers, stayed rational, we would feel fulfilled. But look around. People are more connected than ever, yet deeply alone. We have more information than any generation in history, yet less clarity about who we are. We optimized everything, except meaning. And now, something unexpected is happening. In 2026, millions of people are turning backward, not to religion in the traditional sense, but to ancient philosophical traditions. The writings of Marcus Aurelius, the teachings of Lao Tzu, ideas written thousands of years ago, are becoming survival tools for modern minds. This is not a trend. This is a response to a silent crisis, a crisis of meaning. Part 1. The silent collapse of meaning. We live in the most advanced society humanity has ever created. Everything is faster, smarter, more efficient, but something essential has disappeared. For most of human history, life came with built-in meaning, not because life was easier, but because it was structured. There were shared beliefs, shared rituals, shared identities. You didn't have to ask, "What is my purpose?" Your culture answered it for you. But modern secular society removed that framework. And in doing so, it gave us freedom. But it also gave us a burden we were never prepared to carry. The burden of defining meaning entirely on our own. At first, this felt empowering. No more dogma, no more restrictions. Think for yourself. But here's what no one tells you. When everything is optional, nothing feels necessary. When there is no higher structure, everything feels equally meaningless. And that's exactly where we are now. We wake up. We check our phones. We consume. We work. We distract ourselves. And somewhere in between, a quiet question keeps returning. What is all of this for? Part 2. Why logic failed to replace spirituality. Modern society made a bold assumption that logic could replace spirituality, that science could replace meaning. But science answers one kind of question. How does the world work? It does not answer. Why should I care? It cannot tell you how to face suffering. It cannot give you purpose. It cannot tell you how to live. And so, something strange happened. The more rational our world became, the more emotionally unstable it felt. Because humans are not purely rational beings. We are meaning-seeking creatures. We need narratives. We need direction. We need something that tells us, this matters. Without that, even success feels empty. You can have money, status, freedom, and still feel like something is missing. That something is not material. It's existential. And that's why people are searching again. Not for blind belief, but for grounded wisdom. Something practical. Something real. Something that works. Part 3. Stoicism. The return of inner strength. Let's start with Stoicism, because in a chaotic world, it offers something rare: stability. When Marcus Aurelius wrote his private thoughts, he wasn't trying to build a philosophy for others. He was trying to survive his own reality. An empire in crisis, constant pressure, endless uncertainty. Sound familiar? Stoicism begins with a simple but brutal truth. You control almost nothing. Not the economy, not other people, not the future, but you do control one thing: your response. And that changes everything. Because if your peace depends on things outside your control, you will always be unstable. Stoicism teaches you to shift your focus inward, to build what we might call mental sovereignty, the ability to remain steady, even when everything around you is not. It trains you to face discomfort, to accept reality, to detach from outcomes, not in a passive way, but in a powerful one. You stop reacting, you start choosing, and in a world designed to trigger you constantly, that is a form of freedom most people never achieve. Part 4. Taoism. Flow over force. Now, if Stoicism is about control, Taoism is about letting go. And at first, that sounds like weakness. But it's not. It's a different kind of strength. Laozi taught something deeply counterintuitive: that forcing life creates resistance, that pushing too hard creates imbalance, that trying to control everything is exactly what leads to suffering. Modern culture tells you, work harder, push more, never stop. But look at the result: burnout, anxiety, exhaustion. Taoism offers another path. Instead of forcing outcomes, you align yourself with reality. You move with it, not against it. This idea is called Wu Wei, effortless action. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It means not fighting what is. It means acting in harmony with the moment. And when you understand this, something shifts. Life stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling like a flow. Part 5. Ancient rituals as psychological structure. Here's something modern society underestimated. Humans need structure, not rigid control, but meaningful repetition. Ancient traditions understood this deeply. Daily rituals weren't random. They were designed to stabilize the mind, to create rhythm, to anchor identity. Today, we've replaced those rituals with chaos. We wake up at different times. We scroll endlessly. We consume without intention. There is no structure. And without structure, the mind drifts. Rituals bring it back. Simple things: morning reflection, journaling, meditation, physical discipline. These are not trends. They are modern versions of ancient tools. And they work because they give your life form. They create continuity. They remind you, this is who I am. Without that, you become reactive, shaped by whatever comes your way. With it, you become intentional. Part 6. The new secular spirituality. We are living through a transition, not back to traditional religion, but towards something new, a kind of secular spirituality, where individuals build their own systems of meaning, not based on blind belief, but on tested principles. People are combining Stoic discipline, Taoist flow, modern awareness, to create a life that actually feels coherent, not perfect, but grounded. And here's the truth. No one is coming to give you meaning. No system will hand it to you. You have to build it. Deliberately, patiently, honestly. That might sound overwhelming, but it's also powerful, because it means your life is not defined by default. It is defined by design. And maybe that's what this entire search is about. Not returning to the past, but recovering something we lost along the way. A way of living that is not just efficient, but meaningful. To end, we can say that in a world that gave us everything except purpose, ancient wisdom is no longer optional. It's becoming essential. And if something in this video resonated with you, don't treat it as just another idea you heard today, because understanding meaning is not the same as living it. Take one principle from Stoicism, or one idea from Taoism, and apply it in your life this week. Not perfectly, just consistently. If you found value in this journey, subscribe to this channel, because this is where we continue exploring the deeper questions most people avoid: who we are, why we suffer, and how to rebuild meaning in a world that keeps losing it. And I'll see you in the next one.